guys, how are we doing? Spurs Live here, back with a new video, new live stream. Hope everyone's doing well. We're gonna be doing a very good tier list on how Tottenham Hotspur have been playing throughout the whole entire season. So without further ado, let's not talk too much and let's get straight into it. So I'm going to share the screen so we can have a look at who we are talking about exactly. So we've got 5 categories: brilliant, good, decent, nope, and just haven't seen enough this season. We just haven't seen enough of them this season. If anyone does want to come up and have their own opinion on what's going on this season, more than welcome. Here you guys go. Little link here. Bang, bang, bang. All right, let's go. Let's share the screen. Here we are. Great. There we go. Bang. All right. So we'll start off with Christian Romero. Now, how has he been this season? We're gonna take in different types of variables when we talk about how a player has been in this season. First of all, we have to talk about his attribution in terms of goals, in terms of defensive. All right. So first of all, before we start, maybe we got a guest right on. Tottenham forever. Here we go. What's up, my guy? How are you?
Oh, mate, the last 24 hours, mate, it was bad enough. Trust me.
Yeah. You alright?
Oh, well, the Dyer contract, wasn't it? Another 3 years. Joke.
Unbelievable. This is our club. This is our club. But look, you're more than welcome to help me do the tier list if you want.
Yeah,
We started the live stream. We're going to be talking about Christian Romero, as I was saying beforehand. When we do these types of tier lists, we have to take into contribution into account different types of variables. So, for example, the defensive. If he's a defender, how good has he been defensively? You got to take into account the goals, the assists, and also. Could he have contributed more to the team? Because if you think about it, yeah, Romero in the team this season, he might have been meh. He might be meh. Let's say he was meh. But
yeah.
then if you put Dyer, say, oh yeah, but Dyer was next to him, and also Langley was next to him, then you up him a bit. You're like, all right, cool. That's a bit. I mean, that he has a decent season then, because if you think about it, Dyer next to him and Langley conceding so much more goals. So where would you put Romero in terms of how well he's been this season for Tottenham Hotspur?
Well, I'm only going to judge him over the time that he's been here, really.
Yeah.
So I can, if you, this season without Dyer, he's been really good. I personally think. So I wouldn't go brilliant. But then saying that, if I'm taking into consideration the whole time he's been here, I would.
But what about the rash tackles? This is a big point of us Spurs fans.
Yeah.
We talk about the rash tackles. You know, I mean, against Aston Villa, he went in for such a harsh tackle for no reason, and then Villa just took the ball and just easy went and scored. Where do you think that goes? Where do you think Romero goes? I'm leaning towards good. I don't think he had a decent season, because I think he had a above average season because of defensive issues. I don't think he had a brilliant season.
Well, I was thinking of brilliant, but then you brought that into play, and I've remembered that now. That kind of, that kind of fits well with me, to be honest.
Yep, fair enough.
Yeah,
so where are you putting him?
Good.
Good, yeah. Fine, fair enough. I agree with you. I think good's the correct way to start this. Okay. Let's say if this was last year, where would you put him last year?
All right, if it was last year, I would have added him into brilliant.
Yeah, 100% agree. 100% agree. Agree. Okay, at least we can agree on that one. All right. Skippy, where are we putting Skippy? Because I think haven't seen enough is not there for him. Last year we could have said that. This year we've already seen him for 2 years now. He's not in haven't seen enough. Where are you leaning towards?
This is an awkward one because I don't want to do the kid dirty, but I don't want to overhype him either.
Yeah.
So this is where I want to say decent, because he's still only a young kid.
Mm-hmm.
But then at the same time, he's starting to play like Harry Stinks.
Right.
Because he's playing sideward passes. So I don't know. This is a difficult one. If if I have to say anything, I don't want to do him dirty, so I would put him in decent personally.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. I'm gonna agree with you in wearing decent, right?
Yeah, decent.
Yeah. I'm gonna agree with you. I think you have to remember as well. He's coming to this team thinking, all right, I need to now adapt myself. I need to adapt myself. And when he's got Hoiberg next to him, both of them play a very very similar role. No one can create. I think decent is fair enough. Decent is fair enough. So let's put him in decent.
Can
Right.
we just get Dyer out of the way first of all, just so that we can just put him in? Haven't
Wow.
seen enough.
Here we go. Here we go.
Or
Where
do you know
Dyer?
what? If it was down to Dyer, right, you
Yeah.
should have a section where it says Dross, and then that'd be where he'd be put.
Yeah. Fair enough.
But
Fair enough. I mean,
I
he's been really really
literally,
crap this season.
yeah. So I'd say haven't seen anywhere near enough,
Yeah. So
and that's just
so
the
yeah.
nicest way of putting it because. But it's the same with him every season. So let's just get him out of the way and put him in. Haven't seen enough. I mean, unless you disagree with me on that one.
No, I agree. I agree. I mean, to be honest, I was the haven't seen enough was more for the youngsters, but I mean, yeah, you took it a different perspective, which I like. That's good. That's fair enough. 100%. That was nice. It actually opened my mind up a bit. I didn't even think about that. That's nice. That's good. All right. I think Dyer's out of the way now. Hoiberg. I'm going to give you. What do you think Hoiberg? Where do you think Hoiberg should go?
Well, first part of the season, I would have said before the World Cup part of the season, I would have said he had a really good season. Second
Yeah.
half, he's drifted off a bit.
Yeah. Four
Um,
four goals and 5 assists this season, by the way. That's double than what is I mean, that's 2 goals more than what he got last year and the year before for Tottenham, and that's his all-time record for Tottenham Hotspur in assists. Just putting that out there.
yeah, well, I know Corey doesn't like him, and I'm not being swayed on that. So,
Yeah.
because Corey's only one of very few that doesn't think he was worth the money. To be honest, that's just
Okay.
Corey's opinion.
I
But
personally
me,
disagree. Yeah.
my personal opinion though would be he's had a decent season.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I think that's fair. The reason why I'm saying maybe if there's a category in between nope and decent is because I just feel like we've seen Hoiberg drop a bit off form.
Yeah.
I feel like uh that could maybe what be the reason why Corey doesn't like him. I'm not too sure why, but
No, the reason why Corey
yeah.
doesn't like him because he thinks he's too old, too slow, and he doesn't have any malice about him. He's a big fish in a. He was a big fish in a small pond at Southampton. Now he's a small fish in a big pond at Tottenham.
Yeah.
He thinks.
Oh look, he's 27 years old. I don't know how
Yeah.
old. I mean, nowadays I feel like the age developments and the range of how old you can be, all good, all good. The amount of age, sorry, what am I even talking about? You can be however old you want in football nowadays. I feel like obviously
Well,
you don't
take
expect.
Zlatan for
Yeah.
example. He's a good example.
Who?
Zlatan
Yeah.
Ibrahimovic. He's what 40 odd, and he's still going.
I
So
mean, look at Modric, 38 years old, still banging out in Champions League, even though they got knocked out yesterday, smashed by Man City.
yeah,
But still, I mean, I think they were great. But look, Hoiberg, I think he's had a decent season. I'm going to agree
yeah.
with you. Hopefully, we can disagree on something to make this a bit interesting. But
Oh, I hope so. I
let's
hope
see,
so.
let's see. Brian Gill, maybe on this we'll disagree. Where are you putting Brian Gill?
Do you know what? I'd like to say that we're going to disagree on anything here,
Yeah.
but at the moment, I can't. We haven't seen much of Brian Gill or Hill
Okay.
Messi, whichever way
Okay.
you want to put it.
Okay. So yeah, that's nice. Go on.
And I can't say we haven't seen enough because we have seen some parts of him.
Yeah.
And when he has played, he has been, well, some people would say he's too skinny and he needs to put a bit of muscle on. But I think that doesn't really matter in the Premier League. Look at Modric, right? When Modric was on
Yeah.
in our team, he was so skinny, but then he was able to move quickly. So I think with Hill Messi, I would probably say he's had, from what we've all seen of him, had a decent season, I'd say.
Oh, okay. Now this is where we can disagree. Now this is where we can
Yeah,
disagree. I, I was leaning more towards nope. And haven't seen enough. Now, listen to what I think. That
yeah.
haven't seen enough. I think it's simply because we just haven't seen enough of him. We haven't seen him play this season, specifically this season. We haven't seen him play. He went on to Villarreal, I think it was, or Valencia.
Valencia.
Valencia, keep mixing them not up. But he went to Valencia. He's doing quite well there with Eric Lamela. But I think we haven't seen enough. But also when we have seen enough, he's just been so weak. He's been so weak, and that's why I keep on saying to you. I think I said this
Mm.
on your show the other day.
Yeah.
The difference between La Liga and Premier League. I mean, technically it could be unbelievable, but you just let's say Thiago Silva, Thiago Alcantara, yeah, unbelievable player, technically fantastic, yeah. But every time you body him, he's not standing. He's not standing. It is what it is. He's not standing, and I think if he goes to La Liga, he's gonna be one of the best players there. Honestly, can be. Look at Tony Cruz. Although yesterday he didn't have a good game, technically an unbelievable player. But if he comes to Premier League, he's not going to have the time and day to use his technical abilities to show everyone. So that's what I'm trying to say about Brian Gill. I think technically Brian Gill's an unbelievable player, but in the Premier League, he's not able to show that he's technically unbelievable. So yeah, so I think in La Liga he'll be best. So that's what I'm leaning to know. Um, the reason why I'm not saying decent is because he hasn't been with us the whole season. I don't think you can say to
Fair
him he's
play.
gonna have a decent season with us. This is again Tottenham's tier list. I don't think I had a decent what's it called? Decent season. So I mean I'm not sure where we should put him.
Mm.
Have you changed your mind any bit? Because I know I haven't.
You know what? You've changed my mind on this now.
Yeah.
I do you know what? It's hard. It's hurtful to say because this kid's just young, and I don't like to either hype these players, but I don't want them to feel too good in themselves. But
Should we
I
say that we
don't.
haven't seen enough then? Because that's
Yeah,
fair. I think. Not
yeah,
nope and not decent. I think just we haven't seen enough because we really
yeah,
haven't seen him. We haven't
yeah,
seen this. All right. I think this one's pretty straightforward. I
yeah.
haven't actually spoken to you about this player. Um, Hugo Lloris. Where are
Oh,
we?
floppy hands. Great.
What are we saying about Hugo Lloris? Is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where is
Well,
he?
floppy hands is in. Haven't seen enough of him for him this year, in my opinion. Just because he's been shocking all year, in my opinion. He's been shocking all year, and it just papers up the cracks if we put him anywhere else.
Yep. Yep. Oh, look, give us 2 seconds. We're going to go back onto Hugo Lloris. Do you want to react to this comment, by the way, by Sakil Havihan? Dyer's
Yeah.
good
Do
to
you
sign
know what?
3-year contract.
Do
Jesus.
you know what? I said this yesterday with Corey on my channel that it's shocking. I don't know what he's got on Daniel Levy, but Levy has got something on him, and no, Dyer's got something on Levy to just
Oh
keep
yeah.
giving him 3-year contracts. And do you know what? I said this yesterday, but it wouldn't surprise me if Dyer's literally found out that he's sleeping with
With
his
Daniel
PA, and
Levy.
that's why he keeps getting 3-year contracts just to keep his mouth shut. To be honest, it wouldn't
He's going to be
surprise me.
32 years old when he plays for us. Do you know how bad that is? That's
It's
so bad. If
shocking.
Dyer signs a contract, we are finished, mate. I 100% agree. Can you think about this? Yeah. Let's not say 3 years. Let's say in 2 years' time, yeah, or next year, he's gonna be a 30-year-old Eric Dyer with Christian Romero and flipping Longley at the back. Bloody hell, we ain't getting anywhere. But look, by the way, thanks for the comment, mate. Appreciate it. So Hugo Lloris, where are we going? Because look, I know you said haven't seen enough, but I just feel like it should be just a straight write-off for him. It's just a no. He's just not been good at all this season. Because has he been good? Because I think we've seen him. We've seen him this season. He's played for us this season. He's played
Mm.
every single game, but he's just been crap. So
Yeah,
what is
but
it?
but then that also can also go. Even though we've seen him, doesn't mean that he's had a good season. Then you've got to also take into consideration for something like this that it would have to be. You haven't seen the best side of Hugo, so that's why you haven't seen enough from him.
Yeah, true, 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 true.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's why I
I'm
would
willing
say
to
you
move
haven't
down
seen
to
enough.
you. I think you agree. I agree with you there. I haven't seen enough because we could no, because you know what, we have seen him though. Like it's not like we haven't seen him. We have seen him. Just we haven't seen his best abilities this
Yeah.
season. We should sign Hanko, Koku, and Jimenez from Fenwood. What are your thoughts on them three players?
Well, I don't really know much about the first two, but Gimenez, yes, definitely, I would. But what I've read not long ago was that Arnie Slot might actually now be the front runner for the
Tottenham Hotspur manager's job. Yep.
yeah. So it might.
The spot
At
that
the
they had.
moment, I don't want to be talking about signings until we've got a director of football and a manager in it, because this isn't being horrible to anybody. This is just we need to get a director of football in and a manager to know which players the manager wants.
Yeah. You know. I want to ask. I'm gonna ask them lot out there a question on the poll very
Yeah,
quickly.
yeah.
I want to ask them. Let's see, who is their number one? Who is your number one manager? Because I think hang on, who is your number one manager? Because I think us as streamers slash YouTubers slash whatever, we always get our opinions out there. But I'm interested to know what they think. Who should be
Mm.
Tottenham Hotspur's next manager? Because very very quickly. Let's just quickly just touch on it like we always do. We always
Yeah.
like to have a little touch on it. By the way, he says we can replace Dyer and put in Hanko. That's a good option. I'd replace my Nan
I
with
mean,
Dyer.
just to go on to that, right? I might not know Hanko, right? And I've never seen him play, but he's better. Anyone just saying any name
And
apart from Dyer is a lot
uh,
better than
Bobby, maybe
Dyer.
Bobby or Harry from the supermarket is better than Dar. Honestly, look, quick, little, what's the word? Slideshow. Not slideshow. What am I talking about? Tottenham Hotspur manager. Who is your number one manager to take over Tottenham Hotspur?
Right. Well, obviously, like the other day I was thinking of Slot,
Yeah.
but
As
now,
likewise, yeah.
but you've got to look at it like this, right? And I've been since I've been streaming over the last couple of days. My opinion just seems to change all the time. But I think I've come to a definite on it now. I think,
Yeah.
and personally, right, it's a poison chalice. This club. I would say clowns, but it just insults clowns at this point. So you, I would go for Brendan Rodgers just because, and this is not because I want Rodgers in. It's
Yeah.
just because the owners are just going to destroy someone like Arnie Slot, and I don't want Slot to be destroyed before he even gets in through the front door. So
Yeah.
I would take someone who's already got a bad reputation as it is anyway,
Yeah.
and just go bish bash bosh, put in the worst person you can for the job, who's already, well, not the very worst because we don't want to go down, but someone like a Rodgers.
Yeah.
Just put him in, let him
But
get his
I can't
payday.
stand Rogers. I can't even stand Rogers. I want to read out to you one of the questions that one of our friends asked on the group chat. This is the mentality of Tottenham Hotspur fans right now. Just so you know, this is where we are. Do you care who the next Spurs boss will be? Well, two options. Uh, Honestly, don't care. Things won't change unless Levy gives the manager full decision making. That includes sporting director type of role, full decision making, new players, selling players. Okay. Or yes, I have a specific manager in mind that could slash will improve the club. Okay. Where is the option of I think I have a manager who might not improve the club, but is good for now. Where is that option? Honestly, mentality right now of Tottenham Hotspur fans, it's pathetic. It's pathetic. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Look, who we got next? Who we got next? Ben Davies. Ben Davies. I have a good. I'm putting him in good. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
I think he's had a very good season. He's slotted into that left centre back role very, very nicely. He's been the better defender out of Dyer and Langley. And I like his overlap runs. What are your thoughts on Ben Davies this season, and where would you put him?
Well, this is a good one because I think we're going to clash on this one a little bit.
Okay.
Because I think he's only had a decent season.
Okay. Why?
Because he can make mistakes, just like Dyer, just like any of the others. But when he's been put in with Romero, it's the only reason why I think he's had a decent season.
But both of them play on complete different sides, though. I mean, does it not come in play that Dyer's in the middle? So Dyer's the one who might be impacted positively by Romero, not necessarily Davis. Because if you think about it, yeah, many times it's a lot of the mistakes comes from Perisic defensively. So Davis is doing the defensive work perfectly fine. I'm not saying he's an unbelievable defender. I'm saying he's done his job like Nacho in Real Madrid. But I think when we needed someone to go forward, Ben Davies is always the person who brought the ball forward. I know there have been many times this season where he's not been amazing at progressive passes and all that lot. But when it comes to a good cross in, put a cross in the box, obviously you got Perisic, but also you got Davies who puts in a decent cross. Does that not come into play when you think about how good his season has been?
Yeah, but then if you're gonna just base it on crossing, then he's got to be a left mid then instead.
No,
Because
but what I'm saying defensively, he's also been very, very good defensively. He's been better than Dyer defensively. He's been better than Lenglet defensively, and he's not been going into harsh tackles like Romero. He's had a very, very good season. Think about think about this like this. 2 years ago, where was he? 3 years ago, where was he? Look at where he is now. Has he had a good season for his standards? Again, put goals into play. I don't know how many goals he's got, how many assists. I can check it now. But you've got to put all the facts into play when you think about how good he had a season. 2 goals and 2 assists this season. He's not got a single red card for Tottenham Hotspur, and he's on 4 yellow cards. I think, and then compare that to other seasons. Last season, for example, he had 1 goal, 1 assist. He had 6 yellow cards. 2 seasons ago, he didn't even get a goal for Tottenham. He got 1 assist and 1 yellow card. And 1920, he didn't get a single goal, no assists, and 6 yellow cards. So I think it's a good season in his point of view. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna agree on good. Have I persuaded you?
Yeah.
Brilliant. All right. It is now time to spend big money now, sell Harry Kane, and get young talent.
Oh,
Go on. I know you want to react to this desperately. Come on.
Right. I'm just going to say this out to every Spurs fan. We have got other players that we can sell before selling Kane.
Yeah.
Right? So, everyone, this is what I don't get, right? People go around saying, oh, let's sell Kane. But then where are we going to be? Where would we be without Kane's goals this season? Where would
15,
we be?
15, 16.
Thank you. And at the end of the day, we need to stop getting on Kane's back and saying we're going to sell Kane. Because Kane's not going to... Because one day we're not going to have Kane. Yeah. Right? It might be this season. By the end of the season, we might not have Kane. But then what happens then, right? When we lose Kane, what? And then we're 15th, 16th. You'll be like saying, "Oh, well, let's bring Kane back. Let's bring Kane back."
Yeah, but again, you got to remember though, this is the last season we can sell Kane though, because next season he's going out for free.
Yes,
so
but
the question is, it's like PSG with Mbappe. They gambled on on being able to persuade Mbappe. Will Daniel Levy be able to persuade Harry Kane? That's the real question.
Yes,
Yeah,
Unfortunately, yes, I can actually see it happening.
yeah. That agrees on the question. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. I guess we answered that question in literally 2 seconds. Well, look, talking about the devil. I mean, should I say devil? Sorry, talking about the hero, one of only. I can't even speak. Harry Kane. I think
Well,
this is a no-brainer. I really
I
think this is a
think this,
no-brainer.
yeah.
Have
I
your say
think
on it. Go on.
I. Do you know what? Right, it's obvious, yeah. Right, from where he's come from to where he is now, there's obviously been big improvements. We don't even need to talk about the rise of Harry Kane, really, because I think everyone that knows uh, where he is, where he came from, and where he is now, it's just remarkable. The amount of goals he's got this season, like I just said, um, it's unbelievable. So there's only one place to put him.
Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I think he's added his assist to the game. He's added some goals now. As in he's added
Yeah.
his goals and assists together now to the game, which is unbelievable. Let's have a look at his stats. Goals this season, 27 assists. 3. I actually thought he had more assists. What am I even talking about?
We're probably
17
giving it
goals.
last season.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, I was thinking about last season. 17 goals last season, 9 assists last season. So you can see it's 10 plus goals, 10 more goals than last season. And he played a game more last season. So 37 matches, 17 goals last season. 36 matches, 27 goals. Without this, geezer will be 17th, 16th.
Yeah.
Look, let's run through these. I think these ones are straightforward. Very quick answer. Ivan Perisic, where are you putting him?
But I put him in nope.
All right. Yep. Yeah. I agree with you on that. I agree with you. I think he hasn't been the best. He has not been the best. Ryan Sessegnon, another left wing back. Where are you putting him?
Uh, well, it's haven't seen enough. I personally think.
I agree. I think we were supposed to see more of him, but we just haven't seen anything. We haven't seen him. Okay, Lucas Moura. Lucas Moura. I
Poor
think it's a
Lucas
nope.
Moura.
I think it's a nope.
I think it's a haven't seen enough.
Haven't seen enough, but haven't seen enough is also that he's played. Lucas Moura hasn't played, so I think it's a nope. It's an all right to nope. I think when he has played, he's been absolutely horrible.
Mm.
When he has been playing, and when he hasn't been playing, we just haven't seen enough. So I think it's just a right off nope.
No, fair enough. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Okay. Clement Lenglet. Where are you putting Clement Lenglet?
For a first season, because we can only go and judge him off for this season, and we always go on what everybody else says at Barcelona that he's a washed up little so
Yeah.
and so. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't listen to all that rumours. I think he's just to quickly go on this. He okay. I know he's only on loan. He's he's done better than what Dyer's done. He's done
Yeah.
better what Tandanga's done. He's done more than what most of the other players, apart from Romero's done. So the only place to put him is in decent. I think he's had a pretty decent season.
I'm gonna. So that's the thing. I was gonna say it's a write off nope, but I understand what you're saying. So I'm gonna go decent. I think it was also because the reason we brought him in was just to slot into that three centre back, and be better than like Davis essentially. Even though I think Davis has been good, I think Lenglet had a decent season. Bentancur injured for half the season. How
Yeah,
well
but,
has his season been?
I'd say up until
I
he
think
got
it's
the
good.
injury, I was actually going to say exactly the same thing.
Yeah. What do you think? By the way, what do you think Kim and Jay and Ndika? Kim and Jay and Ndika, that's unbelievable signings.
Yeah, and first of all, Levy will not go out.
Yeah,
Sorry, not Levy. I keep forgetting he likes to be called by the name of Daniel now, doesn't he?
Daniel. Yeah,
Daniel will not go out and buy Kim Min Jae because Son's there. And Indika, he won't spend that sort of money on him. That he just won't. He won't. He just wants one thing and one thing only to save as much money as he possibly can.
and that is Daniel Levy right there for you, mate. That is Daniel Levy right there, saving as much money. Basuma is Basuma, where I think he's had a haven't seen enough. Haven't seen enough.
He, I can't put him in note because obviously that's just doing the boy dirty. Compared to last season, we know he's got quality. I don't even want to put a new signing in. Haven't seen enough, but because we haven't seen enough of him, it's got to go there. He's got to go there, unfortunately, and that's not even. But I'm doing it. I'm doing it to just quickly
Yeah, yeah.
elaborate on it. It's because we've obviously not seen enough, but we know the quality that he's got. But that's not down to him. That's down to Conte, Stellini, and now Mason,
So
who
five
have
man. So how
decided
many
not to.
managers he's had?
Uh,
He's
them
had so
three.
many managers, and also to be a new player in a team when you got so many new managers is very very difficult because you once you adapt the game, you suddenly lose it because someone else is coming. And that's why I feel bad for the likes of Basuma and Richarlison. I think on their day they could be very very good, but because we've been switching managers left, right, and centre, I mean it's
Well, I
completely
don't.
different story
Do you
for
know
me.
what? Sorry, I sorry.
All good, all good.
Josh. I don't feel sorry for Richarlison or Offsiderson, should I say? The reason why I don't feel sorry for him is because he's every time he's had a chance, he's either been offside or he's not been hitting the target. And if you're saying 60 million worth of what, one or two goals, maybe three, but if you take
Yeah,
out the Champions League and you just count the Premier League, right,
yeah.
one goal in the Premier League all season, it's rotten.
60 mil, guys. 60 mil. That's how much he cost us. 60 mil.
60 million just to be offside every time.
Yep.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's great. That is.
So how many offside was it? Was it 9 offside last time against
Yeah, mine last
Villa?
time. Yeah,
Jesus.
just yesterday. Over the weekend alone,
Yeah.
he was off 9 times. So God
I
knows how
wonder if
many
there's a
more times
stat
he's
how
been
many
offside.
times Richarlison has been offside this season. Let's see.
Oh, great! Now I've started a meme now to look to see how many times he's been offside. Oh,
Nah,
great!
no way.
What?
I hope. I really hope. Nah, this season, 2020. Okay, okay. Let's see. He been offside 9 times.
Oh my
Him
God! All in one game.
him by himself, and he's appeared in 25 matches.
Oh
One
wow!
goal. Jeez, that's bad. 0.04 goals per match from this geezer. Jeez. All right. Let's go and head over to yeah. So where are
Just
we saying
before
how?
we
Yeah.
just before we go continue, that's what 60 million pounds of Levy's money gets you when you don't go out and spend good money.
Yeah.
There you go.
Literally, because you don't even do the due diligence beforehand. Where are we putting East Basuma?
Well,
I
we've
think you
got to
haven't seen
say
enough.
I haven't seen enough yet,
Yep.
unfortunately.
All right. Emerson Royale, the king, Emerson Royale. I think, personally, he's had a decent season,
Mm.
and you're gonna go for good, aren't you? I know you're gonna go for good.
Actually, I was actually agreeing with you. Actually,
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. Cool.
I was
But no,
actually
I
agreeing.
think he had a decent season just because I think defensively he's shown us what he can do, and we all knew
Mm.
defensively he's better than Poro. And when he has come up, he's been decent. I think he's been very very good. What? Give us a couple words on Emerson Royale. How you feel this season with
Look,
him?
I mean, all right. Start of the season, Emerson was being booed and everything after what happened from last season. But give the boy credit. You can't really blame Emerson this year. And if he gets booed, look, he's had a really good season. To be
Yeah.
honest, I can't say he's had a good season because it, he just hasn't. He hasn't over. I mean, well, God, he might be moving up if he has two excellent games in the next 2 games. God, and then we both look really stupid, wouldn't we? Really, but um, but no, he's quite good. He's played well. throughout most.
He's had his ups and downs this season, that's for sure. But if Kane sells out this summer, we should buy likes of Haaland. No, not Haaland. Is it Haaland? Oh, Haaland of Atlanta. Lautaro Martinez, Victor Osimhen. All right, Victor Osimhen is probably going to go to United. Lautaro Martinez is not going to come to Tottenham Hotspur. He's too old. Tottenham Hotspur won't want that. I'm not too sure who's a striker of Atlanta. Who is it? Let's have a look. Who is it? I don't even know who you're talking about.
Look, I honestly don't think Kane's going anywhere.
Yeah.
I genuinely don't think Kane's going anywhere. I think he's signing a new contract, and I think he's gonna. I mean, I could be wrong, and anyway, like I say to people on my channel, when I predict things, if I'm wrong, click this and then come back and show me, because I've got.
Yeah.
I just don't honestly think it will come to that point where Kane loses his contract. I think he's
positivity. That's what we like.
Yeah,
it is what it is. It is what it is. Pedro Porro, the new signing, 45 mil. This geezer cost. This lad cost. I think there's only one place to put him.
Go on. Where was you gonna say?
I haven't seen enough.
I was actually gonna say nope.
What, a full write-off for him?
Yeah, it wouldn't be a full write-off, because I would have said I wouldn't say it's a full write-off, because we just can't. When he's played well, he's played excellent.
Yeah.
But then when he's having off days, he's caught napping.
True. So we're stuck in two minds now.
Yeah, this is the one that I think we might need the chat to help us out with. I think here, where would they put him?
Suckhill, whoever's in the chat, guys. Where would you put Pedro Porro? So I'm saying haven't seen enough. Where are you saying?
I'm saying nope. And that's only on the basis because when he's had a bad game, he's been caught napping. When he's had a very good game, he's literally on the other end of the Richter scale. So
yeah,
that's the only reason why I'm saying that. But this is where we could use your chat for ask the audience here.
All right, let's see. We'll leave this till the end then. Put Pedro Porro to the end.
Yeah.
There we go. Obviously, Rodri, Reguilon, Richie, Lo Celso, Winksy, and Dumbele will not be counted in this just because they just haven't been playing. Rasmus Haaland is a kind of player like Haaland. You can score goals for fun. Well, yeah, I'd love to have that in our team. Can't lie. Dejan Kulusevski, a very, very, very controversial. Thank you very much. Controversial opinion. Where are you putting Kulusevski?
Look, you can't just look at it for this season, right? Because he hasn't. It's literally like he hasn't really played much since he's had his injury, and and he's been out for most of that. So we can really still only judge him by last season, really, because just because of the injury. Yeah. So judging him from last season, I've got to say good.
Good season for Kulusevski.
Yeah. Just because we can't judge
injuries though.
Yeah, but then that's what I'm saying. Because we haven't seen enough of him this season, that we can only judge him from last season, because that's literally all we've really got.
I think it's I just think it's this season wasn't Dejan Kulusevski's. That's all. I really don't think he had a good season. I think it's a straight nope for Dejan Kulusevski, just because we haven't seen him. He's been injured the whole time.
Yeah.
I think it's a nope. So are you putting him nope?
Okay. Yep. Yeah, that's fun. I'll take that. I'll take a loss, but I'll take a loss. Now,
Fraser Forster. Where are we putting Fraser Forster? It's good. Decent player, may I add. Go for it.
Yeah. I actually think he's over excelled. Funnily enough,
Mm-hmm.
and for a Kulusevski
Kulusevski,
replacement,
yeah,
who would we buy?
yeah,
I wouldn't want a replacement for Kulusevski
yeah.
because he's still a very good player. If we can just get him back to full fitness by the beginning of next season, you'll see a whole
Yeah,
different Kulu again.
very
So
true.
let's not talk about replacing the poor kid. He's 21. We've got to literally just finish buying him out. We'll buy him out.
Buy his clause, yeah.
Yeah, we'll buy him out. We'll get him in. So there's no need to be talking about replacing the poor lad.
Yeah.
He's still only young. He's what, 22, 21, 22?
22, 22, I think. Yeah, he's 22.
Yeah. So I wouldn't say a replacement for him. No way. No way. There's no way I'd want him replaced because it's literally like, and that's not trying to be harsh on anybody, but I just don't want him replaced.
Yeah. Sorry, 23 years old. Sorry, 23
Oh,
years old.
23. Okay. Yeah.
I
So,
agree with you. I think Dejan Kulusevski should not be replaced. I don't think he can be replaced as well. Oh, sorry, I think he can be replaced, but I just think right now we just need to buy him and train. That's what I'm saying. Pochettino with Dejan Kulusevski could have been amazing. But it is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. Let's
yep.
add. All right. So we've got the man Fraser Forster. Where are
Yeah.
we putting Fraser Forster?
Well, I was actually halfway through having a good little chat about him actually before that comment came in.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, like I was saying, he's had a very good start to his Tottenham career.
Coming when he needed to.
Yeah, he came in. I know he's only coming for the last since Newcastle, but look, guys. There's only one place that he can go, and I'm not gonna. And I probably don't know if Josh is gonna agree with me with this or not. But I think he's had a very good season, so I'm putting him in good.
I'm gonna go with good as well, simply for one reason though. I'm gonna slightly disagree with your reason. I think it's not because we've seen him play. It's opposite. I think he's had a good season because we haven't seen him play. Because he's coming when he needed him to come in. He's had a good season. If you can see up here, the players we put in good seasons, either they've had a solid 6 months like Bentancur, or they've had a solid year. With Fraser Forster, he's the only one here who hasn't had a solid and a very good season because he hasn't played a full season. He's had 8 games and he has a very good season. So overall, you can only judge someone based on his performance. And I think he had a very good performance so far in the last 8 games. Talking about
Can I just say something though, Josh, on Foster? Right, because I wouldn't be too upset, right?
Yeah.
I would be upset. Let's put it like this, but I wouldn't be as upset if we don't get a goalkeeper in. No, I know this is going to be controversial even to you, Josh. I know, right? But with Forster, I would actually trust him next season for the whole season next year to play in goal and actually keep more clean sheets than what Louise has. Surprise. I know it sounds weird. But
I was on your side though. I was on your side until you said that, mate. Until you said that. Look, I understand your point. But it's like, for example, I don't know if you think Mason should stay as Tottenham Hotspur manager.
No.
Right, so it's like
no.
It's like people who think Fraser Ryan Mason should stay as manager. He's done well for 8 games, 9 games, half a season. Sure, fair enough, not even 2 months. But I think that's the limit. He needs to now go down and do it properly, Ryan Mason. I think Fraser Forster has been a very, very good goalkeeper. We're talking about a Champions League side team. Although we're not in a Champions League, we are a Champions League side team. And would you have Fraser Forster in Arsenal? Would you have Fraser Forster in Chelsea, City, United, Liverpool?
Yes.
Yeah? Ahead of Alisson or Edison, Ramsdale, Mendy, Kepa.
Well, look, we've got but in front of Kepa, yes, any day.
Maybe ahead of Kepa.
I wouldn't trust Kepa as below Quetta or whatever his name is right? To
Yeah.
start ahead of Forster? No way.
Okay. Here's a little twist on the question then. If Pickford was to join us, who would you start, Pickford or Forster?
No, then that'd be Pickford,
Right.
definitely.
Okay. Good. Okay. So, well, right. Okay. That's interesting though. That's interesting. You're saying he should stay as a #1 goalkeeper next season.
Unless we obviously, if we, that's only, but this is where I'm saying only if
Yeah.
we don't get another goalkeeper in.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 100% agree. 100% agree. What I thought was you meant let's not sign a goalkeeper and keep
No, no,
him.
no, no, no.
All right. Hands up. Sorry, mate. Sorry. All right. Okay, I get you.
That's what I said at the beginning. I said only if we don't sign another goalkeeper,
Yeah.
I would trust to Forster to do a whole season and get more clean sheets than what most of the other goalkeepers would.
Other goalkeepers at Tottenham Hotspur.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Just trying to understand. Tottenham should buy goalkeeper David Raya. 100% agree. Left centre back Hanko.
Oh, mm.
Romero. Centre back, right back, Poro, left back, Undochi. Undochi's gonna be unbelievable. New DM, Brendan Cohen, the other DM. Kulu right wing, Cam, Madison, Son, and Kane. What are your thoughts on that?
Look,
I like it.
first of all, right, I would change one player in there, and that's the goalkeeping position. I
Okay,
would
who would you
have
have?
oh na na, what's my name?
Onana, yeah?
Definitely,
Yeah?
definitely.
All right, cool, calm. But I think that looks solid, I think, overall. Look,
Yeah.
let's get this done with already. We've got a couple of other players to get done with. So let's go with Sonny. I think this is a very interesting one. How well has he been this season?
Look, just because he's had 1 year off, right?
We're basing it on this year, by the way. This is everything here is this year, nothing
Uh,
last year. So gotta keep a fresh
oh,
mind this year. I think it's gonna go in nope. I think it's a write off for him this
oh, you're
season.
doing him dirty. Oh no.
It is
Oh,
what
I
it
would
is.
have put him in decent as well, but
I
oh,
think a lot of people might agree with me as well.
mm,
I think he's a nope, mate. I really do think.
oh,
I reckon uh, 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 if you ask the fans out there, has Son been good this season? Has he had a decent season, or has he been an absolute nope? They will put you in nope, 100%. I'm so certain, and I will clip this and I'll put it on my story on Instagram, and hopefully we can get some answers. But I'm
mm.
sure they'll put it on nope,
Do you know what?
100%.
If they, do you know what? This is a difficult one because I would like to see at the end of it, yeah, right, as a story, who would actually go and say nope to where I would say decent. Now, oh, son, you're making it hard for me to defend you here, mate. I love
Come on, you know what you gotta
you,
do.
you.
You know what you gotta do. I'm putting him
Oh,
in nope. I'm no question. I hate to do this, but I love Son to bits. He's in a nope
I
category.
love Sonny. Sorry, son. I have to agree, mate. Oh,
It is
I
what it is.
don't
It
even
is
want
what
to
it
agree.
is. It is what
But
it is.
I
I
would
mean,
like to still
yeah,
see what everyone else thinks, though. Most of the Spurs
yeah,
fans think, right? Because if they
100%.
agree with me, all right, then let's just put it like this: if most of the fans say he's had a decent season,
Yeah,
then he's got to be in. He should have been put in decent.
100%, 100%. Hands up. But I'm certain that they will say Son is in nope. 100%, 100%. Son replacement, we can buy Brighton, Mitoma in January. I love Mitoma, by the way. Don't know about you, I love Mitoma. I think he's an unbelievable player, Mitoma.
Mm, I
Nope,
mean,
you don't think that as well, don't you?
no. Do you know what? I haven't really watched too many of Brighton's games. That's the only reason why I can't honestly
Comment on it, yeah.
comment on it because I'm not going to comment on something I don't know too much
Well,
some about too.
tonight at 7:30, there's a Brighton versus Newcastle if you want to watch it.
Oh right, yeah. Well, I'll probably have to go and watch that at some point then.
Yeah,
Because obviously I only really covered the stupid clown show of Tottenham. So
yeah,
obviously, them being my club, I would have said a lot worse, but I'll keep it PG because I don't know if there's kids
yeah.
in the chat or not. But let's just call it a poo show of a of a club, and unfortunately, I'm the only one that covers this unfortunately clownish club. So I
Fair enough.
can't
I
obviously
think we
say too
understand
much.
what you're trying to say there. Don't worry. I think we understand there what you're trying to say. It's all good. Don't worry. Davinson Sanchez. I think
Oh,
this is an easy one. Where are you putting him?
I haven't seen enough because he's he does. It's the same every season. We already know before when we see his name on the team sheet. We
Yeah.
always know what we've got to do. We've got to hide behind our sofas. We've got to hope that we're not going to lose because he's playing. So there's only one place I can really put him. I haven't seen enough
Haven't
because
seen
he.
enough. We haven't seen enough of him this season. He's been really, really poor this season. I 100% agree. All right, let's get these three done with. Quick word on Pape Matar Sarr. Where are you putting him? I think he's had a decent season.
I was going to say that as well. Funnily enough,
Brilliant,
yeah. I don't think
brilliant.
there's any explanation for why I need to say it for him, but yeah.
No, no explanation. I think we both agree on it. Dan Juma. Where are we putting Dan Juma this season?
Oh,
Okay, I have mine in my head. I have mine in my head. Let's see if we're gonna agree on this. Where are you putting him?
I would say haven't seen enough.
100% agree. We just haven't because he hasn't been playing. He hasn't been playing. What you giving the guy 15 minutes to play for what? To what? What's he gonna do? Do you want to add anything on Dan Juma?
Well, with Dan Juma, I think what was the point in bringing him in? Even I know he was a Daniel signing
Yeah.
and everything, but Daniel, right? I don't like to keep going on because I'm going live with Corey sometime today about some other bits that have happened today. And funnily enough, I
Yeah.
was the first one to break about the contract of Dyer yesterday. So
Oh wow.
I mean, I don't know if you've even had a chance to see the video or not yet, but
No,
yeah,
not yet. Oh, whoa.
yeah. But no, Dan Juma, right, and Levy. He's a Levy signing. To be honest, I like Dan Juma. He's got the Premier League experience.
Yeah.
I'd even say I knowing what I want and knowing what Daniel wants are two different things. I'd say to Daniel, buy him, but then knowing that he's probably too expensive for your wage packet, you're acting like you and Joe Lewis are acting like millionaires when you're actually billionaires. But hey, I think we should, just because Daniel likes to loan a load of him in, reload him back in for a whole season, and let's see what he can do next season.
Perfect. That's good. That's good enough. Javid Tanganga.
I
Where
think
are we
we all
putting
know
him?
where we're putting that. I haven't
I,
seen enough.
I think it's a nope. I think it's a complete write-off, though. I don't think he's. I think he should just leave. It is what it is. I really do think that.
You think so?
Nope.
You think so?
Yeah. Yeah.
I actually think we haven't seen enough because we haven't
I'll
seen
put
him all
haven't seen
season.
enough. I'll put haven't seen enough. I'll lose this one. Yeah. But I think
Is the
you gotta
only
remember.
reason,
Yeah.
yeah, the only reason why I say we haven't seen enough is because it's exactly what it says. We haven't seen enough of him.
Yeah. So we can see
And
that during the season we haven't seen enough of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of those are one, two, two of those are our starting 11 players, and out of
yeah,
the total, let's say bad columns, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 12 players, and out of them, we've got starters as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. So that's half of our team are in the bad section this season. Look, any last final words on this tier list before we end the show?
look, do you know what, right? It tells you everything you need to know when our club have 5 of our first 11 in a rotten position. And the funny thing is, right,
Yeah.
there's only one person that stands out from all of them. And he's right at the top of the.
Harry Kane.
It's ironic. It's got to be literally Kane all the way. That's always carrying the club. Where everyone else, and if we've got 5 of them in the worst places position, in the worst place positions,
Yeah.
then it's crazy, isn't it? If you think about it, because what does that say about Levy?
Mm-hmm.
It says that he's not wanted to refresh the squad. All right, Dan Juma, I mean, like I just said, should come back again on another loan, even though I'd like to see him have him outright. But hey, I mean, that's another conversation for my channel, I suppose. I mean, I mean, if you're free today, come on, man. Come on with me and Corey. But because I'd like to get your thoughts on Dan Juma on my channel and stuff. So but no, honestly though, like that, it just tells you everything you need to know. Literally, like with
You can see it on the pyramid. It's literally like a pyramid. It's like we all know that we've only got one good player, and the rest are just it's going down. And I'm so upset to have Sonny on the note. But it is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Well, look, guys, that has been it for today's tier list. Tottenham Forever. Where can we find you? And tell me a little bit about your channel to everyone out there.
Yeah.
I'll get your thing up.
Yeah. Well, you can find me on my channel with Corey. Most of the most days at the moment, actually, because there's always something new coming out with Tottenham all the time. It's a shame, to be honest. But I would like to be coming live on channels on my own channel quite a bit without having all this negativity. But hey, it is what it is, and we can't get upset. So obviously, there's going to be a load of transfer rumours that will be getting taken off. That will be swatted away when the transfer window opens. Me and Corey at the moment, we're working quite well together. I mean, he hasn't got a channel of his own, so he's using my channel to try and get himself out there a little bit. But mostly it's just literally everyone can just come in. Anyone can have a say on what they think. It can get a bit hyper sometimes with the way that I go with things. So be careful with, obviously, if you don't like foul language, but don't let your kids watch, kind of thing, because it can get a bit like that sometimes. But you can find a lot of things coming up, and then at the end of the season, me and Corey are actually going to be doing a review every one of the season. Every day there'll be a new review coming out. So there'll be like the Southampton game coming out first on the first day, all the way up until the new season. So that'll be
brilliant. Fantastic. So you got so much content over there at Tottenham Forever. So make sure you go subscribe to him. Thanks so much for joining, mate.
Yeah, no, that's cool, man. Peace.
Brilliant stuff. So, guys, just to end the show very, very quickly here. Oh, bloody hell, I don't know this angle. Unbelievable. Go check out Tottenham Forever. If you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are so close to 2K. No, we're not. But just subscribe. You get the things. You get the latest updates here, breaking news here, match reactions, transfer news, and just so much Tottenham Hotspur content that we all love to see. Hopefully, we will get some more positive content out there. Match reviews, new signings, as you can see down below on the scroll. Transfer, match reaction, match review, new signings, all here on Spurs Live. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Enable the notifications so you know next time when we upload. 14,000 on Instagram. Make sure you guys go over there. Give us a follow. And Comedy Spurs. Wait for the outro. The outro is coming. I'm telling you the outro is coming. Hang on. There we go. Yep. All right. See you lots. Have a good day.